explaining to my family and friends that I could not, for the life of me, again, vote for a Democratic Party again was probably one of the toughest things I ever had to do. And once I made that statement publicly, like on social media and stuff like that, that's when all hell broke loose. Because it was like, it was okay for me to feel that way and have that opinion as long as, it was a family secret, right? But the minute that I decided to publicize it, that's when it became a problem. I began to lose clients from my business. I had people calling me up talking about they can't work with somebody who would vote for a racist or a Nazi. And I'm like, wait a minute. You talking about vote for a racist? J.D. Pritzker's a big ass racist. He don't like black people. What? He need black people, and he don't even need us no more. You know why? Because they didn't import it, the brown people. So they don't even need the black people anymore. So I had to sit back and really question myself, like, bro, is this really what you want to do? Like, you're losing a lot of money behind this, This is real. But it became a matter of my morals, my values, and what I truly wanted to teach my kids. Like, yes, I want to lose every dime behind me being able to have the freedom to make a decision and having the freedom to stand on it. And having the freedom to say comfortably who I am and what I'm okay with. So business started failing. Friends who I thought were friends, family members stopped talking to me, started talking about me, and then we started having the problems. I put a Trump sticker on my car. What the hell did I do that for? In the middle of the hood with a Trump sticker on your car? That was brave. But I did it because I gave no fucks, because I know how to fight. And surprisingly for me, more people were interested in my decision why than it was people angry with my decision why. And I began to have the opportunity to explain to people why I was making the decision that I was making. And even more surprisingly, it made sense to them too.
What's going on, everybody? I appreciate you guys pulling up today. We got a lot to get into, but Americans are starting to stand up and they're starting to walk away from the wicked agenda of the left. Shout out to Sam Fam Reacts. If you are not subscribed to the young lady's channel, go over there and subscribe to her channel. Okay? Sam, if I'm not mistaken, I'm familiar with her. We've had like 1 or 2 opportunities to speak face to face. It's been a while, but shout out to you, sister. I want to make sure that all the folks that watch what I'm doing, that follows what I'm doing over here, I want to make sure that 3 things happen. 1, let's make sure that we keep Sam lifted up in prayer. Okay? Because there are crazy people out there. So let's make sure that we keep her lifted up and protected. 2, go over to Sam's channel. Y'all make sure y'all go over and subscribe to her channel because she's going in a direction that I'm glad to see her go in. Number 3, I'm not sure what her business is, but if someone can point me in the direction of her business, what it is, how can we help her? How can we help promote what she has going on over there? Because there are people out here that has her back. Shout out to you, Sam. God bless you, man. Thank you.
America, I love you, but you gotta wake up. The fact that they are using culture wars in order to distract us from their own wrongdoings. They're taking advantage of all of us, obviously. People are leaving the Democratic Party in droves because they are waking up to the fact that they play on your heartstrings on purpose. Democrats give their voters a false sense of moral superiority. We're the party that cares for people. We're the party that's welcoming. We're the party that loves everybody. America was founded on immigrants. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. But immigrants who came here legally and contributed to the system. When you import a mass amount of people, at the same time, you're doing it on purpose. You're doing it to destabilize the country's systems, the infrastructure. And then you rely on those same people that you imported for votes to keep you in power. This is why they had open borders. They were importing voters, voters that they could use to launder money and funnel it back to them. Americans are struggling. And people who can come over here who have not paid a dime into our system get to reap all the benefits using our tax dollars. People who are defending this, you're okay with this? People who are okay with this because they are brainwashed into thinking they are the party of morality. There's a reason people become more conservative as they get older, because their frontal lobe develops and you start thinking with your brain instead of your heart. Facts over feelings, people. Facts over feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to this young lady for one, being willing to put herself out there, but two, explaining and exposing, you know what I'm saying, what a lot of us have already, come to the conclusion of, that the Democrat Party, they're not serving the interests of the American people. They brought the new voter block over. Okay. So, all my Black Americans out there, I hope you guys see this. And they showed you over the previous 4 years, they brought a plethora of people over here. They put them in poor and impoverished neighborhoods. They helped them to get Social Security cards. They got benefits, and they're receiving all types of free health care, free places to stay, free food, so forth and so on. They need a new voter block. And the reality of it is this, they're really looking for a new slave class. Simple as that. That's why last year, all of those people out there that will scream up and down how bad slavery is, but then will turn around and say, hey, if we get rid of these illegal immigrants, who's going to pick your blueberries for your smoothies? Y'all remember that? Who's going to work these construction jobs for nothing? I'm sure y'all remember that. I'm a firm believer. When people show you who they are, believe them. Listen to them long enough, they'll tell you who they are. They'll tell you what they're about. It's hard to keep up a lie for a long time. And to be honest with you, Democrats aren't even lying anymore. Now they're just over in your face telling you what their plans are. Now it's our job to believe them, and it's also our job to do something about it.
Tyranny to resist federal laws that the American people voted for. Trump ran on enforcing our immigration laws. Tyranny is when a government operates against the will of the people. Our government, in enforcing our immigration laws, is operating in line with the will of the people.
Facts. I voted for all of this going on when it comes to closing the border, when it comes to getting people that should not be here out of here, putting us in a position where we're no longer spending taxpayer dollars on illegal immigrants. I voted for all of this.
No, you aren't resisting tyranny when you are intentionally obstructing the enforcement of federal laws that the American people voted for. You guys are supposed to be the defenders of democracy, but when the American people vote for immigration enforcement, suddenly you're not so friendly to the will of the American people, are you?
Absolutely, because they're not friendly to the will of the American people. These are the people that tell you that the Constitution is an old, outdated document. Anybody that says that to you, that in itself lets you know they're an actually enemy of you. They're an enemy of our nation.
I think Donald Trump should tell everyone who came in this country illegally that if they vote Republican, he will give them citizenship, and watch how fast the Democrats want them out of the country.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that, one, the president would do this? He probably wouldn't. But if he did and said, hey, by the way, if we do this, you got to support the Republican Party. He's right. Democrats would get these people up out of here in no time.
You guys understand that Democrats hate ICE because they're deporting all of their illegal voter base. Like, this has nothing to do with racism. This has nothing to do with brown people, you guys. This is literally voter fraud. That's it.
Interesting. ICE just left Louisiana. They were there on a 30-day mission, whatever you call it, their job. They did what they went to do. They got their guys. They did their search warrants. They did all that. There was no protest. There was no major fatalities. There was one incident that was taken care of. You want to know what the difference is between Louisiana and Minnesota? They don't have Fry Trap and Tampon Tim throwing all this crazy rhetoric out there about things that aren't true just because they want to line their pockets with our taxpayers' money. So maybe I'll think about that one. I know it doesn't take much thought for me. I have a little bit of common sense, but maybe I'll need to think about that and see what's going on there. So they were there for 30 days. Not just one incident. One. No protest, no craziness. Why?
The people radicalized against ICE almost always do not have a high-powered career. They are not pillars of their community. They are not pillars of their family, because these are generally people who lack an internal sense of accountability. They do not understand accountability, so when they see the law being enforced, which is a form of accountability, they have a knee-jerk aversion to it. They have an aversion to accountability, and that's why they lead such low-achieving lives. And this is part of a larger epidemic in this country of adults who totally lack accountability. They constantly are blaming their problems on everybody else or the system. A lot of these people are just using protesting as a sense of purpose to fill the void that is their own lives, the lives that they've created for themselves because they have such a low level of accountability. The people who have an actual sense of purpose in their lives are not out here agitating federal law enforcement officers. They're too busy fulfilling their life's purpose in their career, in their communities, in their families.
He's right. He's right. He's absolutely right. When you think about the people that are out there, outside of the Alex Pretty guy, who was a nurse, who actually had a pretty decent career, who threw that away. But other than that, most of the people that are out there, they're people that don't have a lot going on for themselves, and this is their job. They are career protesters. I think we've covered that a lot on this channel and other platforms, across the YouTube and internet streets out there. People understand that, hey, a lot of the folks out there protesting, they're paid. Now, what I'd like to see is FBI, Cash Patel, Bondi, those folks that are in job that their job is to do these investigations. Go follow the money and find out who's paying these people to be out here. Go follow the money.
He need more people in ICE, and he needs Trump. Bring him back to Chicago. Trump, bring ICE back. We need ICE here because this swamp is not cleaned up at all. But what's so, you, Danielle, and Zoe, you all are doing such a remarkable a job with your media, going live, and they can't stop you because now they got social media. They try to keep you out of City Hall. The police are abusing you, but still you rise. So this social media can't, and the people are seeing you, Danielle. They're seeing Zoe, and they're loving you. They know that you're making a difference, and everybody talk about how pretty you are, Danielle. But Danielle is just pretty. You're a lie. She's not only just pretty, she's smart and she's speaking very good.
Who just got shot and killed by the ICE officer in Minnesota.
What I was saying, common sense is not common. Okay, I have.
Shout out to Mr. Blake Moore. Shout out to him. He's absolutely right. Common sense is not common. I learned that when I was in the military. Goodness gracious.
The right for a concealed weapon. All right. Why would I go down where ICE is sending the illegals back with my concealed weapon? ICE don't know that my weapon, I have a right to carry that. And ICE know nothing about me. He went there intentionally to cause trouble. And so he ended up with what he deserved because ICE was scared of him. They could see that I got a weapon here, and I try to tell you, Danielle, I'm coming to your house. It's a big fire, but I'm not bringing water in that can. I'm bringing gasoline. So the main thing, and I'm not a goddamn fireman.
What? Yes.
I'm not a goddamn fireman. What I'm running, am I a fire tree? And I'm just running through the crowd. It's a big fight. Here I go. We used to do this as young people. I did. When somebody was fighting, I run to the goddamn fight to agitate, to keep it up. But if it's a fight, you run away from it. That's common sense. It's not coming anymore. Right. Why would I want to run? Because I want to be a part of the chaos.
He's absolutely right, man. Old school, kicking that knowledge. Common sense isn't common. And yeah, when people get to cutting up and acting a fool, I am one of the first people to say, hey, it's time to go. Time to go. And Mr. Blakemore is absolutely right. He's absolutely right. That dude, he went there, pulled up, he pulled up with ill intent. He wanted to get involved. Not in a positive way, but in a negative way. And unfortunately, he messed around and he found out. I'm sure the investigation, will be concluded. I'm almost for certain that the ICE officers will be exonerated. But this situation, it could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. You do not go to a protest with a firearm. He shouldn't have done that. He made a mistake, a grave one.
You know what I find funny? Democrats are furious because ICE is using Medicaid data to arrest illegal immigrants after the Democrats told everybody that illegal immigrants don't receive Medicaid benefits. Things that make you go,
Hey, I'm a firm believer at this point, if a Democrat is talking, they probably lying, especially a politician. If they're talking, they're lying. Start there. Make them prove otherwise. Simple as that.
Y'all notice who isn't at these ICE protests / riots? Black people. We're not going to be used anymore for your white liberal agenda that continues to use minority communities for your pet projects of trying to prove your sense of virtue and value to others. Yeah, we're finished with that. So please, stop it with these emotional ploys that are trying to beg Black people to come out and join you in defending our communities. Yeah, our communities aren't illegal immigrant communities. Illegal immigrants who come into this country, they don't respect us, first of all. Our tax dollars are being wasted on them thanks to you white liberals who we've been noticing for quite a long time have deputized yourselves as the overseers of all politics related to Black people. Yeah, there's no Black and brown. There's no people of color, the groups and categories that you like to lump us into in order to carry forward your agendas of control, acting as overseers.
That's what it's about, too. It's control. It's control.
Our communities. Yeah. See, here's the thing. In the midst of your riots, where you're finally figuring out that you're FAFO, you're finding out. Yeah. We're not interested. We see the game, we see the scam, and we're just not interested.
He's absolutely right. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there that's just like, nah, we good. We done. I've showcased them on this channel, for at this point now, a couple years. But you do have the useful idiots out there. And there's still a large amount of them that will mess around and find out, unfortunately. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. What are your thoughts on any of this? Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family or buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. Or use that link. Get you a t-shirt, get you a hoodie. Pray don't worry. That thing hit different. Get you one of those. Support what we're doing over here at ARP. Join us Tuesday and Friday for ARP in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it's your first time, let me know in the chat so we can properly welcome you to the show. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. God bless.
It is God who arms me with strength. Yeah, I'm battle ready. He trains my hands for battle. My heart stays steady. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory. Through my Lord Jesus Christ, fear can't live in me. I was down to the dirt, red clay on my shoes, old pain in my shirt, oh so bruised. In the Lord hit my chest, kicked air from my breath, put power in my step.